Taylor Swift slams Gorillaz Damon Albarn for songwriting diss. Whether you like Taylor Swift or not, there's one thing she won't put up with: accusations that she doesn't write her own music. Damon Albarn, the frontman of Blur and Gorillaz, crossed this line, and the singer has lambasted him for his remarks regarding her creativity. Taylor Allison Swift is an American singer-songwriter who was born on December 13, 1989. Her repertoire spans numerous genres, and her narrative songwriting, which is frequently influenced by her personal experiences, has gotten her a lot of press and critical acclaim. Swift is one of the best-selling musicians of all time, with over 200 million albums sold worldwide. She has 8 #1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100, including All Too Well, 10-minute version, which is the longest song to ever top the list, 11 Grammy Awards, including 3 for Album of the Year, an Emmy Award, 34 American Music Awards, the most for an artist, and 55 Guinness World Records are among her achievements. She was named to Rolling Stone's 100 Greatest Songwriters of All Time list in 2015, Billboard's Greatest of All Time Artists list in 2019, and the Time 100 and Forbes Celebrity 100 lists frequently. Swift has been honored for her impact career as well as advocacy of artists' rights and women's empowerment in the music industry, having been named Woman of the 2010s Decade by Billboard and Artist of the 2010s Decade by the American Music Awards. After Gorillaz singer and Blur member Damon Albarn insulted her by denying that she is a songwriter, Taylor Swift rushed to Twitter to defend her work. Damon Albarn made the bogus assertion that Taylor Swift doesn't write her own successful singles, but the award-winning singer isn't buying it, calling the Blur singer out for his destructive remarks. Albarn recently spoke with the Los Angeles Times, and when the interviewer mentioned Swift as an example of a current singer who is also a great songwriter, the rocker didn't mince words. He claimed she doesn't write her own music. After that, the interviewer asserted that she co-writes her music. That's not good enough. Co-writing is something I'm familiar with. Co-writing is not the same as writing. I'm not picking on anyone. I'm just pointing out that there's a vast difference between a songwriter and a co-writer. That doesn't rule out the possibility of a fantastic result, Albarn responded, and some of the greatest vocalists never wrote a song in their lives. Ella Fitzgerald, for example, never wrote a song in her life. I have to close my eyes and simply be in the moment while I sing. In that sense, I think I'm a traditionalist. Billie Eilish and her brother are 2 talented songwriters. That appeals to me more than Taylor Swift. It's just a little darker, not as peppy as before. It's a lot more minor and unusual. I think she's one of a kind. In an interview with the Los Angeles Times, the former Blur frontman made the remarks regarding Taylor Swift. He also compared the vocalist to Billie Eilish, a very intriguing songwriter who he characterized. Swift received an apology from the Blur and Gorillaz frontman, who claimed that a discussion about songwriting in the LA Times has been reduced to clickbait. Swift responded to Albarn's comments and tagged him in the post after seeing the LA Times tweet about the interview. "Until I saw this, I was a huge fan of yours. All of my songs are written by me. Your hot take is absolutely false, and it's causing a lot of damage. You don't have to enjoy my songs, but trying to criticize my writing is ridiculous. Wow," she exclaimed. In case you were wondering, I authored this tweet entirely by myself. Albarn, for his part, apologized for his remarks on his own Twitter account. "I completely concur with you. I was having a talk about songwriting when it was unfortunately reduced to clickbait. I apologize wholeheartedly and without reservation. The last thing I want to do is bring your songwriting into disrepute." He replied, "I hope you understand." On his Twitter account, producer Jack Antonoff, who also sings for the band Bleachers, voiced his own feelings about Albarn's remarks. "I've never seen Damon Albarn, and he's never been to my studio, but he seems to know more about all the songs Taylor writes and brings in than the rest of us. Herb," he explained, "if you were there, awesome. Get out of here. If not, why don't you just shut up?" In 2015, Damon Albarn found himself in a similar scenario when Adele told Rolling Stone that she regretted working with him. He called her insecure, she claimed, and it was one of her "don't meet your idol" moments. Damon Albarn is a British singer, songwriter, and record producer, best known for being the frontman of Blur and co-founder and lead vocalist of Gorillaz. He is widely regarded as a pioneer of the 1990s British mainstream pop industry. How did Taylor's fans respond when they heard about the diss? Swift slammed Gorillaz creator Damon Albarn's statement on Twitter right away. Several admirers backed the artist while also criticizing Albarn on social media. Taylor Swift, along with Stevie Wonder and Frank Sinatra, is the only female to ever win Album of the Year 3 times. Damon Albarn got a Grammy? Fine, sweetie. Taylor Swift's admirer sent out a tweet. As comments poured in online, Albarn clarified that he didn't want to criticize Swift and that the comment was used as clickbait. It's unclear whether Taylor Swift would reply to Albarn's apology in the days ahead. Please share your opinions with us in the comment area below. Please subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button if you appreciated the show. Please like and share the video with your friends and family by clicking the like button below. To receive notifications about new videos, turn on the notification button. That was all we had for today. Bye, and I'll see you in the future video.